Something lives in my closet. I can hear it breathing. I used to think my closet was just an ordinary wooden door, slightly crooked from age, the kind that creaks when the air changes, until the night I heard it breathing. I live alone in a small apartment on the third floor. Nothing special, cheap rent, thin walls, and a closet that faces my bed. I work late hours, so I sleep late. That night, I was lying in bed, scrolling on my phone, when the room went unusually quiet. No traffic, no neighbors, no distant sirens, just silence. The heavy kind that makes you aware of your own breathing. I turned my phone face down and closed my eyes, and that was when I heard it. A slow, wet inhale, followed by a long, shaky exhale coming from inside the closet. At first, I thought it was my imagination or maybe the pipes, but the sound had a rhythm, intention, like lungs filling with air. I held my breath, listening, and it breathed again, closer, louder. My heart started pounding so hard it hurt my ears. I stared at the closet door, waiting for it to stop, but it didn't. I told myself it was nothing, maybe air pressure, maybe stress. But when I sat up, the breathing paused, like it noticed me noticing it. Then, after a few seconds, it continued, slower, heavier, as if trying not to be heard. I did not open the closet that night. I slept with the lights on, convincing myself it was just one strange moment. But the next night, it came back at exactly the same time, when the room was dark and quiet, breathing, steady, patient, waiting for me to fall asleep. Nights passed and the breathing never stopped. Sometimes it sounded shallow, sometimes deep, sometimes so close to the door I could almost feel it through the wood. I started sleeping with headphones, but even through music I could hear it under everything. A low, desperate inhale, exhale, like something trapped and learning. When I finally gathered the courage to open the closet during the day, there was nothing inside, just clothes, boxes, dust, no smell, no movement. But that night, the breathing returned, louder than ever. And this time, it was accompanied by something else, a soft, dragging sound, like fingernails brushing wood, slowly back and forth, testing the door. I froze, unable to scream, unable to move. My phone buzzed on my nightstand, lighting the room for a second, and in that flash, I saw the closet door bow inward slightly, as if something was leaning against it, breathing harder now, excited. I ran out of the apartment and slept in my car, but even there, in the silence, I swore I could hear it breathing from the back seat, following me. When I returned days later, the apartment smelled stale, wrong, and the closet door was open, just a crack. I shut it immediately, my hand shaking, and that night I heard breathing from inside my bedroom, not the closet anymore, but behind me, near my bed. Slow, familiar breathing, matching my own pace, like it had learned me. I stopped breathing, and it stopped too, waiting, copying me. The next morning, I noticed scratch marks on the inside of the closet door at my height and something written faintly in the dust. From the inside, "You hear me now?" I tried staying with friends, but I could still hear it in quiet rooms, closets, bathrooms, anywhere dark and enclosed, breathing patiently, closer every night, until one evening I came home exhausted, collapsed on my bed, and heard the closet door open slowly behind me. The breathing was right at my ear now, warm, wet, and close, and a voice, not a whisper, not loud, but certain, said, "You left me in there too long." I woke up the next morning in front of the closet door, sitting upright, my hands covered in splinters and blood, and the closet empty, wide open, breathing gone, until I closed my eyes and heard it again, coming from inside my chest.